to another video. Sorry it's been a bit of a delay. It's been a while since I've done one, but I thought I'd do another one today. So what we're going to be looking at is the RAM tester, which I've just bought from eBay, which tests my 4116 RAM from the Commodore PET, or the 4032 kind of, although it's actually an 8096. Anyway, I've always had issues with testing the RAM. RAM you buy can be advertised as new, tested, fully working, and what have you. Quite often it isn't, and this RAM does have a habit of giving up the ghost for no particular reason. So it's always a very wise decision to have a RAM tester, and this is one such device. So today we're going to be testing the RAM on my new RAM tester. So here we go. Now the board you're looking at below is a Commodore PET. It's a universal 80 column board, and I've removed all the 16 DRAMs from it, which are here. So you may ask, why am I checking the RAM on my Commodore PET? Well, the obvious reason for that is it doesn't seem to work. My PET won't boot without using the ROM and RAM board from TimeSoft software. So eventually, after a great deal of messing about, diagnostic testing, checking voltage and things, I've decided I'm going to plug a RAM tester in, or buy a RAM tester, and see if the RAM works at all. I have a sneaky suspicion it's all dead, so let's go. Now the black RAM that you see before you here is the original RAM that was fitted to this Commodore PET. We're going to pop it in the left hand side, which is the socket that is specified for a 4116. So make sure the notch is to the top and don't drop it. Butterfingers, I'm getting old. So you pop the RAM in, press it down, flick the lever up and simply press the button. It should be in that orientation for 4116. It should flash various colours as it tests. If it comes up red, then the RAM itself is completely dead, as all sectors fail. So that is a complete waste of time. That RAM is cream crackered, as they say in the trade. So what I'm going to do is quickly go through all the RAM that was originally in this motherboard. We're going to give it a test, see if it works, see if there's any sign of life whatsoever. I'll test a good one just so you can see the difference. There you go. It should come up blue. There we go. So that is a good working 4116. Quite simple. Press the button and away it goes. So we'll pop that out and we'll try each and every one of my RAM sticks, or RAM modules, or whatever you want to call them, and we'll see if they're any good. Now what I intend to do is check all the RAM that I've popped in this motherboard as well. I've socketed all the sockets along the top. It's quite a time consuming job. It's quite laborious and really not very interesting, but that's what I did the other day. Now taking the RAM out is particularly difficult because the RAM is such a good fit. So anyway, let's get on with it. Let's test the RAM that I fitted to this board, which was advertised as new. So I've removed all the RAM. As you can see, it's sat there waiting. All this was advertised as good, old stock, fully working. Let's see what it is. There we go, that's one good one. So I'll probably pop these back in as I go along, or at least try to, and that way I don't get mixed up just in case there are any bad ones. It's imperative that the RAM is connected correctly into the socket, or you'll destroy the RAM chip. So rather than boring everyone to death by showing all the RAM being tested, it's the same process for each and every RAM. I'll fast forward this and we'll see if there's any failures along the way. Fingers crossed there aren't, although I do have a rather large bag of 4116 RAM from my Apple II days, and ZX Spectrums use them as well, and various other machines. Now this next RAM is quite interesting. That is a failure. Now that is one of my brand new or old stock anyway. Just check that it fits correctly, but no, it's completely dead. Not one sector of that works, so that RAM is complete. Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm getting failures on the PET motherboard. Oh, and we have another one. So that's two bad ones. So it just goes to show you it's worth checking, and you cannot rely on people to tell you the truth when they're selling you new tested working things unless they've actually tested the RAM before it's sent out. So let's continue. I'll speed up the video again and we'll see how we get on. One of the things I did find with faulty RAM is that you get all kinds of strange errors on the PET and indeed on any computer. And I did have trouble trying to pinpoint exactly what was going on. So out of desperation, I decided to remove all the RAM, fit sockets and fit new RAM. And this was clearly the right thing to do, as every RAM module that was in there originally is faulty. Now, I did buy a set of RAM on eBay some weeks ago, some months ago probably. Although I do have various bags of 4116 kicking about. So my theory was if I buy a load of it, at least some of it is going to work. And that theory seems to have worked out okay, as two of the modules are bad, so they can go in the dustbin, and the others seem fine. So I'll try and find some RAM that matches, which I have, and if I repopulate the machine, then we should be good to go. All the RAM tests good, so all I need to do now is power the PET up and we'll give it a go. Now I'm cheating a little bit in so much as that I have to use the RAM board from Tynesoft Software, because I do have issues with some of the ROMs that's actually on my PET. At least one of them is playing up. I think it's the edit ROM, but it might be the kernel, or both, I don't know. So I'm not substituting the RAM, but I will substitute the onboard ROMs, boot into Commodore Basic 4, and that should give me a working system until I can sort out the ROMs. The ROMs are sort of in the top left of the picture there, you can just see them. The first one is a 2532 EEPROM, and that's the kernel. And the chip above it is a PET tester chip. Now the PET tester is a wonderful bit of kit that will allow you to test most of the functions of the Commodore PET and will highlight any problems. It's a fantastic bit of kit, and so well made, it's excellent. So here we are testing the Commodore PET, and everything is good. Again, not using my ROMs, it's using the RAM board, but all the RAM works, so that is a major step forward. Now RAM can be killed by all kinds of strange situations, but I suspect at some point the 12-volt rail has failed on this PET, so it's taken the RAM, some of the ROMs, definitely a 6522 with it, and probably some of the 244 buffers as well. So it's done quite a lot of damage to this motherboard, but I'm getting there. Hopefully it will be working soon, and it's pretty close to working now, in fairness. There's just a few little minor issues. So this is my test setup with all the RAM back in and running PET Tester version 4. PET Tester version 4 will run through all the tests, tell you if PET's working, and it all seems good. So I'm very happy, very pleased, and it just goes to show you that buying a RAM tester is money well spent. Okay everyone, thank you. Have a very pleasant rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.